You are far smarter than you can ever imagine. There is no obstacle that you cannot overcome, no problem that you cannot solve, and no goal that you cannot achieve by applying your mind to your situation.
Go on and
you're live.
Happy Monday, everybody. It's Kiki. I guess we're waiting for Tone to log in. Tone is going to be remote today. While I am not. So what up, though? Let me just give Tone a few seconds to come in. You log on yet?
Not yet. I'll see. Yeah, for those, this is kind of weird. Yes, this is the white man. We are doing, if you haven't been used to, I believe, I hear a pop.
Hey.
So stand by. You'll see that we're doing
Don't you hate
StreamYard.
when you hear pop? Gosh. What up, though? So,
what up, yo? I'm sorry I can't be there, but yo, y'all craziness. What's happening?
This is some new stuff that we trying. And look, just bear with us. Let us know how y'all feel about this half here, half there type thing. This could be a thing.
This could be a thing because we can vice versa swap it out. But when we're in the studios together, you know what you're gonna get. But it's on and cracking, babe. Can you go
I feel like you're here
on the sofa?
I feel like you're here. Like I feel like you're here. I can see you, and I feel like you're here.
And I got my bell, damn it. So we got bells today. We got to talk about some shit today, y'all, because I'm on one. I've been saving it all week long. I haven't said nothing to you motherfuckers all week long. I haven't said shit. I've kept my mouth closed. I watched some ignorant comments, some ignorant fucking posts. I've watched some ignorant shit, but we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about it.
So the word of the day, it's safe to say the word of the day is ignorant shit.
Ignorant shit. Not ball. Next weekend will be bald head hoe shit. Okay. Next week is bald head hoe shit. But this right now, today is ignorant shit. We're going to talk about some ignorant shit.
Well, guess what? I just happen to be dressed for ignorant shit today. Ain't that dope?
That's dope. We're ready for some ignorant shit. So, Kiki.
Yes, sir.
Yo, how was your week? How was your week? How was your week? How was your week?
Listen, I don't want to be a complainer, so I'm not going to complain. I was not able to celebrate anything or to relax or enjoy the weekend because I was at work. But the blessed thing is I was making them coinage.
That's all it is. Like, yo, I was making coinage. Look, so y'all know I was in fucking water country with the family, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to come back to make some coins, Kiki. I had to cut that shit short to come back and make some coins. Now my ass was dead tired, but I came back to make some motherfucking coins. Now listen, Slim, because I've been Kiki.
Hold on, Tone. Let me tell you something that is amazing and crazy at the same time. So I got off of work from 7 o'clock yesterday at 11:30 this morning. Yeah.
Nigga, when did you sleep? When did you sleep?
I slept. I got into bed probably about 12:30. I slept a little bit, just enough to reset my button. I'm off today, so I'm off tonight, which means I'm ready for whatever.
So good, you can get some rest and get some relaxation.
No. I'm ready for whatever shenanigans and bullshit Monday got for me. What's up?
Start some things to talk about. Some shit happening in the news. We got to talk about some shit that I needed to say. Because some of you niggas is hypocrites. You're some hypocrite motherfuckers, and I'm going to talk about it today. I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings today, Kiki.
I have to ask you going to hurt your feelings clothes today. I'm dressed for everything today.
Listen, let's start with that raggedy motherfucking versus battle.
You're not going to
do that. Was some raggedy shit. Now, I saw some comments that you made, Kiki. You know what I mean? And was Keith Sweat a little disrespectful? At times, but I think the nigga was high and drunk at the same time. I think him and Bobby was smoking the same pipe at the same time.
No, Bobby wasn't high. I'm gonna cut you off at the door. Bobby was not high. That nigga wasn't even drinking. He was drinking water and eating ice. Yes, but you know what? Give me your opinion and then I'm gonna counter. Give me your opinion.
Keith Sweat was some shit. Keith Sweat was some shit. You know what I mean? We know Bobby ain't got no voice. That's from smoking crack all them years and smoking cigarettes and doing all kind of crazy shit. He ain't got no voice no more. But he's still in the game and he's still trying to be something. I get it. I respect that. Look at Keith Sweat's sorry ass. This
That
nigga
is-
was staggering on the stage. I know a motherfucking crackhead when I see one. I
Wait,
used to
hold on,
lose this motherfucker.
hold
Look at him. Look at that shit. My
Tone,
gaydar went off. My gaydar went off. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Tone.
Gaydar gone off. Why is his hand on his hip like that? Gaydar.
Okay.
Why are you hating?
I'm hating for a reason. And I'm going to get to the reason in a minute, white man. What you got to say? I'm going to get to the reason in a minute.
Honestly, I felt like of all the verses, let's say, but among all the male versus,
Yes,
I thought this was the best one. I mean, mind you, I didn't catch the beginning part, but I heard, as you can tell, how Bobby is. It's not the Bobby we knew back in '99 or '90.
But who is the same person that we knew back
as you can tell, Keith Sweat looks like Dave. He's like he hasn't aged in 30 years. And
so he was old when he was out. Let's be safe to say that.
of course, Mr. Wine, of course, the king of the whiners. Of course, he looked old. But honestly, I enjoyed that matchup. It was a pretty good matchup.
So I'm next. It's my turn. Tag me in.
Go ahead, boo. Go ahead, because I'm about to fuck these niggas up.
I was very, very, very transparent about whose side I was not on. I did not like how Uncle Keith was disrespectful. I did not like his overconfident behind the way he was singing, thinking that he was singing Bobby's songs better than him. Now Bobby's voice was gone, but I have to say to that reason, they only had 2 days to prepare for this. The plus for Keith is that Keith sounded like his albums because he always sounded whiny. He never could fucking sing. He had great music. Bobby Brown was really trying to do whatever he could do. And I don't think that they had those little earpieces in and kind of realized, bro, you sound jacked up. However, Bobby was humble. There was a spirit of let's party, let's have a good time, let's be here for what we're here for, and that's to see who got the best hits. Keith was there to start some bullshit. I ain't like it. Fuck him.
Okay, so hold on. In some ways, I kind of agree with you, but Kiki, I'm gonna hold the statement. Kiki, you said something. You like Keith's music, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, remember you said that because we're gonna get to that in a minute now.
Okay.
Get to that. Now, was he a little arrogant? Yeah, I think the liquor played a part in that.
Yes.
I think that he felt at this stage of the game that he sounds better than Bobby. Then in some ways you might, but Bobby been through some shit. We all know Uncle Bobby been through some shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Uncle Bobby is everybody's uncle that you don't want to accept, but you still love the motherfucker anyway.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so if you love Keith Sweat, hold on, because I saw Liz say they both suck. Okay, all right, I get that. But if you love Keith Sweat music, you still love R. Kelly music?
Absolutely.
Would you still rock with R. Kelly today?
Absolutely.
I love you. See, that's why I fucking love you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Hold on, because there's some grown motherfuckers. There's some hypocrites now. We never really paid attention to the motherfucking body of music or what Mr. Keith Sweat was saying back then. You may be young, but you ready? Them niggas was all with the shits. And the only person that went down was my man Kels. Hold on, I'm gonna fuck you up. Because New Edition was with the shits too. So was DVD. Their music let you know they was in the fucking youngins.
Yeah, that was their core target. And look at Uncle Keith. Look at Uncle Keith. Uncle Keith right now would touch your kids. So listen, he for real.
And Uncle Keith would catch 3 bullet holes to the head and open that shit up like a bowling ball. Nigga, you lost your mind. But you like you said, back then it was okay. That was okay. That, you know what I mean? That certain people were making that music and we didn't look at it no type of way. We didn't think about it. But now, because Kels got fucking blown up, his spot blown up, we don't fuck with Kels no more.
Well, you gotta.
We don't fuck with you, Keith Sweat, though.
You got to understand, Tone, is that there was a distinction between who was listening to Keith Sweat music and who was not. Now, Keith Sweat music for real was for my aunties and them and my daddies and them, and the daddies and the mothers. It was for the older crowd. We appreciate the music because it was dope. Like, I never thought Keith Sweat was talking about me, but let's be clear. He was a little older, he was a little whinier, and he was begging.
Hold on. He was, and I'm going to agree with you there because he was a beggar. When he sang, he begged. He cried and begged for the pussy. So you felt sorry and had to give Uncle Keith the pussy, right? But Uncle Keith was some shit.
Anyway, he was some shit. He definitely give me the nasty uncle. He really do. Like I would never leave my kids, and my kids are grown. Do not be in the room with Uncle Keith. I am
Uncle Keith. Uncle Keith is no better than fucking R. Kelly, but Uncle Keith didn't get caught. It's the only difference. Nobody decided to tell. Hold on. Bill Biv DeVoe. Them niggas too. Yo, look, some people might be hating on me right now, but go back. Listen to their music. Go back and listen to this again because we were young. And then at that time, they were targeting us. And they were targeting young women that are my age and my age group. Kiki, they were targeting you. They were targeting Kiki. They was targeting Kiki. Yes, they was. Girl, you was young, but you was ready. Yeah, you was. Girl, you could have got that.
We wanted them too, though, because we grew up with New Edition, so it didn't seem so pedophilic. Is that a word? We didn't see.
That's a new word. That's a new word. Only on Real Talk Uncensored is that a new word.
We didn't. Uncle Chester the child molester vibes didn't come off of them because we grew up with them. They was babies. They was kids.
Okay, so pause. Wait a minute. Pause. So we grew up with R. Kelly too. So why is R. Kelly babe? Hit me that motherfucking BBD shit when we nigga. What was it? Huh?
He married
Do me, know me. Do me. Go listen to Do Me, Know Me. Hold on. But R. Kelly grew up with us too, and we didn't get that. We didn't get that pedophile shit from her. That was Kels. When Kels dropped it, it was like, oh my God.
No, it wasn't that. It's when he married Aaliyah. That's what happened. Are you listening to me?
Any Heartbreak was their song, was their pedophilic song. Okay, all right, yeah. Okay, back.
He married Aaliyah. That's what switched the switch. Everybody.
No, but you see, the Kels didn't give a fuck. See, that was the difference with Kels. Kels was like, fuck it. Because it was so accepted back then. Kels took it to a whole nother level that them other niggas didn't want a motherfucking, wait a minute, hold on, know me, stop. Know me?
What did
know me? Know me. Stop it when you say R. Kelly was a grown man. So was Keith. Kick your uncle. Kick your fucking granddaddy right now. Know me? Come on.
That nigga was old when we was young. R. Kelly.
He was old as fuck. But hold on. When y'all was young, okay, Mr. PJ, R. Kelly was old when you was young. But where was Keith Sweat? Because Keith Sweat older than R. Kelly. You want? I'm sure of that.
Keith Sweat came out the gate old. Like that lady on 227 who was always old, but she was on Good Times. That is Keith Sweat to me. Keith Sweat was old when he was young. When Keith Sweat was ever young? When?
Never. I don't remember when he was young. I don't remember no young music. He was old. So how is it? I want to know what the fuck his regimen is to stay looking the way the fuck he looks at his age. That Bama got to be at least almost 70 years old with his old ass.
No, don't come for New Edition, and you can have Keith and R. Kelly.
Look, I'm coming for New Edition because at that time, hold on, I'm sorry because I'm not looking at the comments, but at that time, we weren't looking at the fucking lyrics. We weren't thinking about it like this as we think about it now. You know what I mean? The lyrics were still suggestive like anybody else's back then, and they were talking about the same shit because they were all in the same group. You know what I mean? So you can't just look at one and be like, you're bad, and not look at the other.
Because
they all was wrong.
He married
all doing it. Who was sick?
He married a 13-year-old. We have to do that. That's the distinction.
So yes, so that's what it is. You know what I mean? Hold on, and that's what it is with R. Kelly. He took it to a whole nother level and took us somewhere where we're like, what the fuck? R. Kelly, you went too far, bro. You went too far. But Kels was comfortable because that's what the whole group and their set was doing.
And let me tell you something, because we got a whole lot of this we talking about today. Until I found out the depths of the darkness that he supposedly went, I wasn't mad because I would have gave R. Kelly some too back in the day. That's all
right, so I ain't mad at you. I'm glad you were honest and you said that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm glad you were honest and said that, and that's the problem. So moving right along.
But let me end Bobby's defense. This is do my Maury Povich little mic drop real quick, right? What I do want to say is while people is judging and saying that everybody sucks, first of all, the verses is supposed to be about the body of music and the hits that they produce. So who they are now, hell, we're not even the same people that we were 20 years ago. So I want to say I thanked him for coming, but two, Bobby has been through a whole hell of a lot. That nigga smoked crack for 30 years. He smoked whatever he did. He was the worst nigga living, and he lost his wife, and he lost his daughter, and he lost his son, and he still was able to get on that stage and party and smile. So for all the people who was not looking at the bottom line, fuck y'all. Y'all dirty.
Thank you.
You should kill yourselves.
See, that's why I fucking love you, boo. That's why I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you. Thank you. Damn it.
That's fucked up.
And that's some real shit right there.
Keith Sweat can go suck a whole tail. I didn't like his arrogance. I didn't like it.
And you know what? And I support you there, Kiki. He was arrogant. You know what I mean? He was arrogant beyond belief. Nigga, humble yourself, because you could be in the same situation as R. Kelly, motherfucker, as soon as somebody want to come and talk about it. Correct. Speaking of people that want to talk about it, some of you niggas is mad at old Bill, because Bill got out. Shout out to Bill. Bill is my man. I don't give a fuck about Mr. Puddin' Pop. Mr. Puddin' Pop didn't do nothing wrong with me. I'm always be cool with Mr. Puddin' Pop. I support Mr. Puddin' Pop. You know what I mean? What I don't support is you sent that old ass man to jail. Like, who the fuck was he gonna hurt? What was he gonna do? And I hope he sue your ass to take everything. Now, was Bill 100% right? No. But hold on, Kiki. Back to trends. Back in those days, in Bill's time, when Bill was a young man, yo, that was when you could walk into a club and cocaine was everywhere. That shit was just like right there. You walk in, it's on the table. Yo, you want to take a hit?
Yep.
Niggas was doing drugs like it was going out of style back then. Some of your mammies and your grandmammies was out there. Some of your grandmammies may have fucked old Bill, or old Bill may have fucked them. Let's pause, but that's something different. Mm-hmm. But the point is, this is the style of the shit they were doing back then. And that was accepted. Everybody was doing it. But why is it our black man got caught up for it? Pause. We're still not ready for that conversation, though. Hold on. He was wrong. And he admitted to some shit. Okay? I was like, why would you admit to some shit, Bill? There's a statute of limitation on some shit. I get it. Some females go through some things. But 30 years later, hold on. If you were drugged, Kiki, if you were drugged, honey.
Yes. And
you were under the drugs, right? Mm-hmm. How are you going to remember every fucking detail that happened? Current, today. I wait. Thank you, Tweety. But we're not getting there yet. Hold on. And this was my biggest problem through the whole time Bill was going through some shit was, you know what I mean? I'm going to get to that, Brandy. See, that's why Brandy's up with the gun. Oh, I love you, but don't jump the gun. Hold on. I see you there, Batman. Hold on. How the fuck are you going to remember exactly what the fuck happened to you 30 years ago and you was drugged?
Well, you have to go further back. You understand?
Let's go. I'm ready. Let's go. Come on. I'm going to put my seatbelt on. Let's ride.
30, you're saying 30. I'm going to jump out there and say 40-ish because this is my stance, right? I agree with you in some aspects, you know what I'm saying? And here I go. Now, it was unheard of that someone did not want to party with the likes of Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby. You had to be an alien to not know who those fellas was. They were superstars from the gate. When they started doing the movies, all those black movies, they were superstars. And for real, I would jump out here and say that if you didn't do drugs, when you got in their presence, you probably did. And you coming there, when you going to see those superstars, all women shave themselves or get a bag, overnight bag. You grab your coochie products, you grab whatever you need to grab because just in case. Because tonight, if I get the shot, I'm giving up some ass.
Bitch, you brought your whole bag with you. Y'all brought your whole bag with you.
And in my opinion, I think that the cocaine and the drugs was the thing. It was normal for them to have that stuff. And if you partook in it, you go right ahead. Now, I don't know if you guys saw, there was a response to him getting out from Judge Joe Brown. Did y'all see that?
I didn't get to see a white man. Is that something you can bring up? Because I didn't get to see what the fuck old Judge Joe Brown got to say.
I sent it to you, but I don't think
I didn't get the chance to watch it. I'm sorry. Okay. I didn't get it. I'm sorry.
Judge Joe Brown is like, hold these women accountable. Because Bill Cosby on several occasions offered to send people home in cabs. Like, y'all drunk, y'all high, whatever. The chicks did not. And the one lady that looked like a man, I would bet the money in the bank he ain't fucked that joint. And if he,
I don't think he did.
No, and he did have to force her. That's anyway.
Yo, if he hold on, because now if they were both drugged, because hold on, Bill was drugging motherfuckers, but don't think back then that was a time and age where drugs was socially cool. If you wasn't getting high, you was a nobody. So everybody was getting high back then.
I don't think I had to drug you. These women.
If he did fuck her, man. He probably hit it from the back. You know what I mean? While another bitch licked his asshole and sucked on his balls. But that's a whole nother story for Bill, because Bill was into some freaky shit. I'm not bad. Camille knew what was going on. She is the super trooper. Nigga, if your goal in life is not to find a Camille, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with yourself.
Is that what you got out of that?
You better go find yourself a Camille. Because she knew. She was probably cutting some of the checks to these bitches.
Oh, listen, you have to know, because when you marry a man that's powerful like that, that type of activity comes along with that man. And what you do is wait that shit out. Wait that shit out. You already know that if you messing with the likes of Michael Jordan or even Kobe, may he rest in peace. He had a beautiful wife. They all step off. Like you a powerful man, it just comes along with that. And every now and again they sneak off, they slide off, and you know that because guess what? Did the check bounce?
Nah, this thing hold on. Camille's life was padded from the jump. Say that. She was like, all right, Bill, you was fucking this bitch. And she did what? She sniffed coke out your asshole? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna write her a check for this. Did you put her in the cab and send her home? All right, cool. Camille was with the shits. If your life, if you don't have a Camille on your team, you're fucked up, Slim. You're fucked up. Waited for that though. That was another way. That was something else. Hold on. Somebody said he was eating hoagies. I still go to White House Sub. White House Sub is still in motherfucking Atlantic City. Go to White House Sub. Get you one of them motherfucking them specials that Bill used to eat. Nigga, I still eat them.
Bill was eating Dagwoods. He was not eating. In fact, it was Dagwoods. But let me tell you,
if you go to White House Sub, I swear to fucking God, it was White House Sub. If you look it up, Bill said White House Sub in Atlantic City. The sub is as long as your fucking arm, and I still go up there every now and then and go grab one and have one. If I can get to a Jersey right now, I will go get one.
How long was it? Wait a minute. Let me take this jacket.
It was as long as your fucking, yo, I kid you not, it's about as long as your fucking arm. I swear for God.
You talk
I cut the joint in 4 pieces. I gotta eat, I gotta have the special.
Ooh, you talk so nasty to me, and I love it. So I am not mad at Bill Cosby getting out. I felt like he really shouldn't have did that much time, only because of the time that had passed. Now, let me say this as a disclaimer. I have to say this as a woman. If he did any of those things, is a disgusting act. But because they couldn't prove it, I don't believe it because they couldn't prove it. They couldn't prove it.
Hold on. So isn't there like a statute of limitations on some shit?
I mean,
if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong.
When it comes to cases like this, there is no statute of limitations. It's
okay. So your credibility after how many fucking years should be in question right now? Because hold on, Kiki, do me this. Tell me something that happened 25 years ago on a fucking Tuesday and a regular fucking day.
I can't tell you that because that doesn't stand out, Tone. But we will not condone if he did these things. We will not condone that. We won't.
Okay. I'm not trying to say condone it, but the point I'm trying to get across here is you were partying, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, some of y'all gonna jump on me. You were partying, right? So you knew that there was gonna be drugs at this party you went to. Okay. So you went there, and so hold on. You went into the room knowingly what the fuck, and you got high. It should happen. Because I can tell you now, there's some nights that I fucking drink, and I wake up in the morning, and my wife look at me and be like, nigga, do you remember saying this and doing this? Nah, I don't. What the fuck? I did that? Yeah, nigga. And I don't remember. So how the fuck is it that your memory is that clear of what he did almost 30 years later?
And
thank you, Batman. Thank you, Batman. I stand with my man, Batman. Batman said he didn't do it.
They could not prove that he did it, which is why I take the stance that
he didn't do it.
Because I'm
couldn't prove it.
I have had influential nights where I don't remember like everything, but I think in some people's ideas, later on, like that thing that we didn't have a name to it, and now it does. Or I had my girlfriend say something, recall a situation that happened, and I can relate, and now it's like, oh, that was rape. You know what I'm saying? I probably can get that, but 60 people, I don't believe that. I don't believe that he was able to get through the decades and the ages without that being exposed until 2 years ago.
Hold on, his counterpart, what was it, Harvey Weinstein?
Yes.
Doing the same shit.
Yeah.
He did the same fucking shit. Come on, man.
But okay.
Come on, white man. I've been laying in the cut. I've been waiting for him to come. Come on, white man.
I want his face.
Yeah, I let you and your fandom go on.
Can't take it no more.
Okay. Mr. Coleman pointed out about why he got released. I
saw that.
So it was due to the fact that the prosecution forgot the fact that there were certain items that was presented into the case that should never been presented.
Okay.
Pretty much some of the things were sealed, and somehow they got exposed.
Okay.
Once the Philadelphia Supreme Court saw that and heard about this, like, well, wait a minute. You guys, this was already settled back then. Mind you, it was a civil case at the time. So why is it introduced here?
Yes.
And so pretty much that's where the quote unquote technicality of Bill Cosby being released earlier than what he should have. Mm-hmm. But pretty much he was sentenced only for 3 to 10 years anyway. Yeah. So in part, he was able to it was in a sense early release. So
would you call that a judicial glitch?
I call that prosecutional fuck up.
What you call it is, hold on. It's such a fuck up that you're going to wipe the shit from his record like it never existed. And you open the door for him to turn around and sue you now.
Well, he can if he wanted to, but to me, it's like, how did it say the white man is wrong? He was never supposed to have been. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be charged because the thing was the thing that was exposed. That's what I'm
okay. So pause. If he wasn't supposed to be charged, why the fuck did we even talk about it? Why was it such a big issue?
Because somebody introduced some shit that wasn't supposed to be introduced. That's what he's trying to explain.
False. I'm still saying Bill didn't do it.
Well, as you continue to say he didn't do it, look, there has been for years a speculation that Bill Cosby has been doing this, and everybody has, from my own sister telling me, he's just like, oh, have you seen this? And I remember a bit on Black Dynamite, they put that out there and things like that. So again, how I view it is Bill Cosby is still a legend to me. Yes. I still watch.
Hold on. Pause. I gotta stop you for a second. Pause. Thank you, Batman. See, that's why
let him finish, please, so we can address everything.
I see his, Batman's comment, and especially on all caps.
Go ahead, white man. White man, all yours, white man.
My point is this. Look, I know it's been years. I know some of the people who presented themselves look older, and you feel like, why would he hit that and all that stuff? We can't disregard a woman's statement like that. Correct. We just can't. Now, and I feel like, look, to those who support him, I believe down the line you'll mention about Felicia Rashad and the backlash she's been getting.
Correct.
I personally feel it's like, look, it's like trying to support Trump, even though he's a crazy motherfucker and he needs to be put out of his misery, but still, the thing is, it's like, hey, there's people support him. They believe his ideas, even though as insane as they are. But I just feel like, look, you can't trash someone's opinion. I'm not trashing Tone's opinion or his support. I'm just going to try to mention the fact that I think it's wrong. I think, and I feel like it was a complete mess up on the prosecution's part.
Mhm.
And I feels like, look, I'm going to support Bill, but at the same time, it's like I'm going to raise my eyebrow like a Vulcan and be curious of what he does from here on out. But mind you,
Are you fucking serious to make that
He's
statement,
not-
white man?
he's
Are you
90,
fucking?
I
He
understand
is an old ass man.
He's old.
His
He's 90. And all
probably don't work no more.
I
Bill
get
like
it,
80 years old.
I get it. But at the same time,
Yes.
with Harvey Weinstein, it's a whole nother issue with that one.
Yeah.
That one, I mean, he's been doing it even
He's
after
white.
the fact.
After
I mean, this
He's
guy
white.
was
They got videos.
the
Like, yo, he's white. He gets
Hey.
away with anything. That's white privilege.
unmitigated gall to continue after you've been convicted. The unmitigated gall. That's the white supremacy in people.
Right.
That's what.
Thank you, Kiki. See, I love that woman right there.
Nomi said Bill made a deposition saying that he did that he did it, but that was not
right. That's what I just mentioned. That was the
Have you ever? Okay, pause. And this is my argument to that. Have you ever sat in interrogation rooms for like 18 hours and been interrogated till they
No.
drove you fucking nuts? So
Thank
after a while, you get so fucking they interrogate you so much that at some point you just want it to end. You'll admit to anything. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. My man is still Bill. R. Kelly, you next, bro. You coming home next.
R. Kelly's not coming home.
Oh, pause.
Not still-
I beg to differ. You're going to hear me say it on this show. I think R. Kelly will come home. Here's
No,
why. Here's
not
why.
not
You are
this year.
never. Hold on.
Get a
Okay,
year.
if
Give
you-
me a year.
Give me a second. You are never going to find a fucking jury that's going to be fucking partial to R. Kelly. Period.
Phone call. I love it. What up, though? Who we talking
What up,
to?
though? Who we talking to? Thank you, fucking
Aaron Green.
Aaron Green. What up, though? Talk to us.
Madison LaRue. I love you, boo. You keep it real all the time.
Wrong. I don't think I am because I'm never wrong. In the Bill Cosby case,
Can you turn up some?
prosecutor had agreed in writing not to charge Bill Cosby criminally if he testified in the civil trial.
Yes.
And then what did he do? He turned around and he charged him.
Mhm.
That
Which they
was
weren't
the
supposed to
problem.
do.
That's why they let him go. That's why they dropped off. You agreed not to prosecute him.
Mhm.
And then you turned, and what did you do? So that was the issue. He should have never been brought up on charges on that particular case
So
against that woman.
if you was to give this whole situation a name, like a subject or a name, would you put that under the category of what happened to him? It would be under the category of what? Because people are calling it a judicial glitch. The pink people are calling it that.
It's not a judicial glitch. The prosecution maliciously charged him. They like that man, whoever the prosecutor, I forgot his name, wants to be seen as a pioneer in this Me Too movement thing.
Okay.
He wants to be seen almost as if he has some kind of political aspirations to run for some kind of office in the future with his faggot ass. May I throw that in there too? Okay, because now you're starting me. Okay, because one thing, turn the volume up, white man. One thing you're not making people believe is that a white woman in the 1970s, 80s, or 90s was scared to go to police against a dark-skinned black man with money. I don't believe it. I'm not buying it. You can't sell that to me. So no, I'm glad we got off. All them white women, I laugh at him, ha ha, he, yeah, and he did his thing in your ass,
Batman.
and it happens because you wanted to be a star, and he gave you what you wanted. Yeah.
Since you're way.
And there it is.
And Tone, I want you to explain. I'm going to tell you where Bill Cosby went wrong. The only place he went wrong, in my opinion. When I look at that woman, if that's a woman now, he looks like a basketball player named Dan Marley from the 90s. Looks like Thunder Dan. That's the problem I have with Bill. Yo, Bill, what way were you now? Are you starting to move toward men and you want to experiment there? What happened? We need to get Bill on this show and talk to him because I want to know what happened.
We got questions.
Aaron, I have a question for you, Aaron. Aaron, I have a question for you.
As Tone would say, we have questions.
I got questions, but Aaron, I got a question for you.
Well, you guys have a wonderful show.
Oh, Aaron, hold on.
Hold on,
Tone
Aaron.
has something to say. Ask
I
him.
got something for you, Aaron. I need you to be available August 9th.
Is he asking it? I can't hear him if he is.
Oh,
Somebody tell him what I'm asking. I need him to be available August 9th to come in the studio, damn it.
I can't hear him at all, guys.
Okay, can you hear me, Aaron?
Yes, I can hear
Okay,
you.
Tone is asking. He said he needs you to be available August 9th. We need you in this studio August 9th, 5:30.
I can be there.
If you can make that happen.
I can make that. I can take the day off. I'm important like that. See,
Appreciate it, honor.
I will be
Thank
there.
you, Aaron.
Ladies and
August
gentlemen,
9th.
yes, that's an honor.
It's going to be an insane show.
Thank you, Aaron. Go somewhere.
Okay.
Don't go nowhere.
I'll be
Thank
there.
you.
Thank
I
you.
thank him for coming. I thank Aaron for coming on. Yo, Batman. He was about to corner the distribution market. Where's the lie in what Batman said?
Well-
Distribution of what?
He said,
I can't even. They banned me from liking comments. Oh shit! We got phone calls, Gigi. We got phone calls.
hello?
Who we talking to?
Who we talking to?
Hello,
What up, though? Who we talking to?
PJ.
this is PJ. This is Mr. Coleman.
What's up, Mr. Coleman? Talk to us.
Great call by Aaron because he hit a lot of points I was going to say, but I think a lot of people is missing. I'm just going to say this and dip out. I think a lot of people is missing the big thing about this. Me personally, I wasn't celebrating that Bill came home, but I really wasn't bothered neither. But the thing about it is we cannot let these funky ass judicial people get away with bullshit like this because when you fuck up a trial like that and you say that you want to hold something at a civil trial and then you have hidden agendas and then try to put the man in jail and move it past the civil trial, what we going to do when that's our cousin or that's our uncle or that's our father or somebody else that's in that same predicament that's supposed to be only in a civil trial?
I'm about to break this fucking bell.
And they get them in jail. Like once you get away with that shit once, they always can piggyback and go back to it because they let it slide the first time.
Yep.
So I think a lot of people point about this. They all fucked up. Bill did some fucked up shit. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. I don't think they had enough evidence to prove that he did some fucked up shit. That's why they kept it at a civil trial because they didn't have enough evidence and they had to remove his Fifth Amendment for him to give him some evidence. I think he did some fucked up shit. They both got to be held accountable. That prosecutor and Bill. At the end of the day, the prosecutor fucked up. Bill came home. People got to live with that shit. That's facts, and that's it. You can have all your personal agendas. You can make all the excuses in the world. The prosecutor fucked up. If you don't like how it happened, be mad at the prosecutor. Don't be mad at Bill. And anyway, it was a damn near time served anyway.
Yep.
So what?
Yep. That's what I said. Period.
Yo, and I thank you, Mr. Coleman.
The phone because I want to hear Tone because we can't hear him through the phone.
Okay, go.
I'm sorry, but thank you, Mr. Coleman.
But
He hit a lot of strong points.
Oh, he did, and I made a post about that, and I was saying that the prosecutor should probably be disbarred. Like that was money. That was money on both ends. That was lost. That was money, and for real, I'm gonna need that back, especially if you did.
And I think, and here's my thing, and Phil's gonna get that back.
Uh-oh. Hello, who we talking to?
She's tickling.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Batman!
All caps.
Batman! Yes.
Yeah,
Batman.
you guys can't hear me, correct?
Yes, sir. And all caps.
All caps. Look, we keep thinking these white people love us, man. We keep thinking that if a black person get 10, 15, 100, 200 million, that white folk will take it easy on us. Bill Cosby gathered up a few other black millionaires, and they were going to start a company that would distribute all black, what do you call it? Black music, black art, black movies. They were going to corner the market. Black intellectual property. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
They wasn't gonna let him do that. When I say they, I'm talking about the powers that be.
Yeah.
Those guys that run that joint, man, they wasn't gonna let that nigga do that.
So this is why they surf.
Ooh!
These are the things you gotta really read. You gotta do your research and read about, because they're not gonna say that on the news.
So enter 40 years
He was
ago
about to start
alleged
another
rapes,
company.
right? So this is how 30 years ago
Say it
alleged.
again.
I said so now enters 30 years ago questionable sexual acts between 60 people. Him and 60
Okay,
people.
so Kiki, because Batman can't hear me. Kiki,
Batman
so
had a-
what Batman is saying is Batman's 100% right.
You know, made all kind of movies, and now that man beast, that hybrid conundrum comes out and said that he hit it. That's all he did.
Thank you. Hold on. He was getting ready to buy NBC.
So
He was in
tricked by the
position to
people,
buy
bro.
NBC.
You know what I'm saying? We are so tricked that we believe their narratives, man.
Yeah.
And they went and they got 30 other white chicks to say he hit it 30 years ago. He can't even see his joint now.
Thank you.
He can't even look down and see his joint. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
for
beside
30
the
years
point.
ago, 30 years ago, he was 60. You know what I'm saying? And they saying that he hit it. So when you look at the legal briefs, 30 of them joints said that he did not do it, that he did not rape them.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
it
he,
had nothing to do with the statutes of limitations running out. But with the white girl, the man thing, that hybrid, they had 1 day left on her before her statutes of limitations ran out, and they filed it on that very last day. They used Trump's guy and filed it on the very last day to keep him down while they can deconstruct the idea of that company being built.
Damn, Nomi. Damn, Nomi. You was on point with that,
it
man.
makes sense. However,
Go ahead, Nomi.
stated earlier about him being guilty of giving them the drugs.
But back then, Kiki, that's what they did. That's what everybody did. Everybody was getting high.
Don't know what I'm saying. Like so that's as far as I can go on that, because if that's all that he's admitting to, and that's all that they can prove, I can't really sit by and I tried to wait on this rape stuff. I tried to wait. I tried to see, and nothing ever surfaced for me that was concrete for me.
Right.
So I
just like them saying that Michael Jackson was pumping on them little boys. That was not the case. They was trying to get him out of his contract. That's how they do. Bill Cosby.
Thank you, Batman.
The day when they partied like that, that was the norm. Quaaludes, Valiums.
Yeah.
Thank you, Batman.
So he admitted that, like, yeah, I gave them bitches their Valiums. Of course I did. That's what we did back then.
Who didn't?
So let me go ahead and pay this money. Let me do a little settlement to make this thing go away, but I'm not guilty of rape.
Yeah. He said he never switched up his position.
Say, all right, so the prosecutor say, okay, we're going to get you on tape. We're going to tape this deposition or whatever you call it, but we're never going to charge you with this. And then they went behind that. Now, nobody makes them kind of mistakes in that profession. That's not a mistake.
That wasn't a mistake. That was intentional.
That was a plan to lock him. Now, we are being told that he got out on the technicality. White folk knew that technicality was going to take place.
But they made him pull some fucking time first.
That's not that. You ain't tricking no white folk, man. But they're going to say, oh, wow, it's a technicality, and now he's out. Come on, man. These people are master thinkers, man. They knew the plan. They wanted to get him out of forming that company, keep him down until the window for that company being able to be formed until that window was closed. And then he gets
Batman, I'm with you, bro. Batman, speak that shit. I'm with Batman right now.
He talking his talk, man. Talk your shit.
I'm with Batman. Batman didn't say nothing wrong.
So Tone, moving right along.
Okay, moving right along. So hold on. So Nomi made a statement, a comment. Now, I don't want her comment to go unheard. Every famous and influent black person will get their wake up call when you're trying to move into white man's business.
That's true.
what she say is wrong.
That's true.
No, me 1,000% right there. Now, we gotta move right along, Kiki.
No, but I wanna speak on the unfairness that took place behind his lifelong friend supporting him.
Yes.
Because she supported him and did not mention anything else, she is being drugged through the mud. Her job was even in question. She had to make a public apology to the student because she's a dean at Howard. So they had to make her apologize to the faculty, the students, the world for supporting her friend, but not validating or recognizing the people who, in this case, like the sexually violated persons.
Pause for a second.
That real quick.
How can we not see the problem with that right there? How can we not see the problem with that there? Because, you're telling her what she's saying is wrong, and she's not allowed to speak when she wants to speak.
Yeah.
Regardless. So Howard University, fuck you, you coon bitches. That's some cool shit. That's some cool shit. The white man done got to you.
Okay, well, this white man wants to say this.
Come on, white man. We happen to have a white man here. Let's go.
Keep this in mind. Felicia Rashad has never backed down on her support for Bill Cosby, even while he was on trial. So pretty much you hired her or brought her in as the dean while 3 years prior
to
that statement. So you already knew where she stands.
Yeah.
So mind you, it's kind of like,
it's dirty.
Howard just trying to modernize what they're doing here. I understand their concerns.
Yeah.
Again, you have to understand the concerns, based off of what is transpired to today. But again, I kind of agree to the fact it's like, look, it's like I said before, it's her opinion, it's her support.
But she's affiliated and/or associated with that school. And in the days of cancel culture, people do a lot of damage control, and that's what I felt like that was trying to do.
True. I mean, Howard. Go ahead.
I want to ask a question. So, like we were getting at before, when you hired her, you knew that she was already in support of Bill. She already made that verbally. So why now is it an issue? Can somebody help me understand that?
It is an issue because of the current state of culture. I mean, they, especially when it comes to colleges, they feel like they're usually the
role
models, on the front lines of change. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So they pretty much want to make sure it's like, look, we ain't supporting that. We don't want to support that. Blah blah blah. But it's like, you knew 3 years. If you like to go back to looking at receipts, she stated this 3 years ago. So again, you already knew how she supports.
So is that fair to say they're living in the stage of hypocrisy?
We have to be careful.
Well, not just hypocrisy. It's
the First Amendment.
Yeah, there's a lot of denial, and there's a lot of again, I would say some mild hypocrisy because of the fact that it's like you're denying a person free speech and free thought.
And I think that we have to be careful with those people who side with that, because I'm telling you, we use these on this podcast. We use a lot of worldly things that happen, but it definitely can happen to you, where you can sit there and be like, oh, she shouldn't be saying shit. And then you find yourself in that predicament, and then it's unfair. So you have to be careful what y'all side with. Speaking of being careful what you side with, Sha'Carri.
I side with her. I side with the weed that she smoked. Go ahead, boo. You little muscular motherfucker with no titties. You still can get the business. She can still get the business. Her fucking eyelashes can fucking scrape my dick while she's sucking it. I don't care. I fuck with her. I support her 1,000%. Now, y'all upset because she smokes some fucking weed? Okay, pause, because here comes my motherfucking shit side. There are rules, and you have to follow the rules, because regardless, you know what I mean, of your situation and what you're going through, you have to follow the rules. But I support her. It's fucked up. They're gonna get you by the rules, bro. And I don't blame her. I gotta blame her in some ways, because you knew what you were doing. I commend her because she was able to step up and say, I did it. I knew what I was doing was wrong. And hold on, some of you motherfuckers my age can't do that, what she did the other day. You know you fucking wrong, and you did some fucked up shit, and you're gonna be like, nah, I didn't do it. Nigga, she stood up and she said, I fucked up. Now hold on, pause. In a minute.
Toes off.
What about the people around her? Let's blame some of the people around her. We gotta stop blaming just the person. Now, if this chick can run like that after smoking a fucking blunt, because I know after I smoke a blunt, I'm gonna be I don't want to move. I just want to chill and look at the stars and the motherfucking pink elephants and all that shit around me. I don't want to do shit. But what this chick did after smoking some weed, y'all mad? That's black power. That's black power. Y'all don't have what we have. Y'all don't have what we have. Y'all mad.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn, Kitty. Go ahead. Get it, girl.
Okay. Tone. Mr. I got questions. Mr. Water Country.
Okay. What's up?
Fuck out of here. Okay.
What?
Get the fuck out of here.
What?
And this is why I say that. We the most. Just have some seats. Have complimentary seats. A row of them on me. With that, you just said. Well, we cannot erase the rules that govern the sport that you chose.
I just said that.
No, I'm gonna get out. Let me get out. I'm walking my way through here. The sport that you chose says thus. You may not be under the influence of any drug. We want to give her papers because weed is legal. We want to give her papers because her biological mother. Let's be clear that she called her mother her biological mother, which means that you probably wasn't raised by her. So you want to give her the pass because someone passed away that you jumped out here and smoked weed. We should let her run anyway. Fuck out of here. One person does not. One monkey don't make no show and one monkey don't stop no show. If you jump out here in your skin and boom, okay, let me back up. Sorry.
Come on. You're not a yeller, boo. Come on.
Yelling.
Come on, breathe. I see emotional right now.
I will commend her for admitting her wrong, and she was very adult and mature to do so. Because I would have turned the TV off and never supported her motherfucking ass again if she didn't do that. So that was womanly, and the stand up shit about her. Okay. I appreciate that. 2, she is taking more accountability than these people out here that is saying all this stupid shit. Y'all people stop making excuses because she black. So the fuck what? She got to try that shit again. And guess what? The next time she will be fucking drug free. 3, excuses don't explain and explanations don't excuse. You had a reason. So do all of us got a reason to be doing some shit. But when you pull yourself into a sport, understand that you are black and you are a woman, they are triply looking at you and looking for some reasons for you not to succeed. So don't give them no fucking reasons. You are wild for that shit. I'm disappointed in her. I love this girl is super fast. I love all this shit, but you let us down, sis, over weed. Fuck out of here. White man. And I am a yeller.
Well, for this thing, that sounded like a
hold on.
That mother there.
Sorry.
Kiki, you feel better? Hold on, Kiki, you feel better?
I'm so.
You had to get that out.
It ain't that deep. It's not that serious.
Well, here's my complaint.
Okay.
Come on.
My complaint is all. Mind you, I can understand for everyone trying to support her, but let's be honest. The OC.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman.
Yeah, the OC. I mean, the Olympic Committee on both the international and national, besides maybe Russia, because they were very lenient in the 80s, are highly strict on drug use. Mind you, that's why a lot of people question about, during the 90s, especially with FloJo, and everyone thought she was on steroids and that crazy Australian chick. I don't know where she came from. FloJo was all natural. Period.
Freak of nature.
So, and Sharari, I give her credit. I think she was going to be the next coming. But mind you, if after someone tells you that your biological mom passed away and you had to go to some recreational drug to calm you down, that proves the fact that your state of mind was not in the right place for this event at this particular time. Either mind you, a lot of people, like someone mentioned in the comments about Michael Phelps, mind you, this dude, he has anxiety problems. He has, he fully mentioned that most recently in the last 5 years about his depressions and things of that nature. So mind you, he understands the rules. The fact is like, look, if I take whatever medication I'm on now, I'm going to be out of the Olympics.
Yes.
So smartly enough, he knows the timetable of when to take certain things and when not to. Case in point.
Hey, white man, I don't mean to cut you off, but I got some a caller that's trying to call in, and they saying they can't get through. I don't know what's up with that. I tell them to call now. Go ahead.
Could be the line. So some people can get in, some people can't. But
I need her to get in.
I can't control what
Tell them to keep trying, Tone.
But anyway, the point is the fact that I think this situation is I'll support her in the next 4 years. By that time, she'll be a little older. She'll be more mature. She'll be able to get the chance of, do this again as long as she maintains the regimen that she was without the weed, that she did to get here. I mean, mind you, we want to see her succeed, but unfortunately,
we gotta call her. Damn it! I love you, white man. You the shit. But we gotta call her.
Yes, we gotta call her.
Hello, who this? Who we talking to?
You're on the air.
It's Maddie.
Hi, Maddie. You on
there? You go, Maddie. What up, bro?
You continue to speak.
I'm going to make it real quick. So I have something to say about the track star. Two things that Mr. White Man said about Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps also came out and said that he's bipolar.
Correct.
Right.
I get that. Michael Phelps also is older. And what I have a complete problem with is the fact that apparently the black community, and I'm going to say whatever the unpopular opinion, felt as though that she was a representation for all of us. Like she was the golden child that was going to save the black community by going over to Tokyo and running. This girl just lost her mother and found out, like, from one of the commentators.
Mm-hmm.
She there for her grandmother for a week to set the tone to say that she wanted to go to the Olympics. She competed to win, and it was a possibility to go to the Olympics, and she knew that.
Yep.
And then we sitting here having these high expectations for immature 21-year-olds. And then we had the male community. All the backlash she got within the first week before the weed smoke, I'm going to be honest, at 21 years old, men talking about her features, her hair, everything that they did with FloJo, I would have smoked some weed too, because I would have been totally over the top. They're not prepared for the fame and the light and all that once they get in the spotlight, and they do not know how to communicate properly to sit here and say, I need somebody to talk to. I didn't know it was going to come with all this shit.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. Just, you know what I'm saying? Michael Phelps been in this for a minute.
Correct.
And I'm tired of people comparing them as well. She's young. She's a female. She knew the assignment. And to my opinion, she aced it. She showed that she was better than everybody out there on their grounds and that she was Olympic material.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that. It might not be for her to say, oh, I'm going to go to Olympics. And a lot of us don't know what it is to lose a parent. And to lose a parent in the same way that we broke history, we don't know if we could go out there, run like it was a police officer chasing us, and still be able to say, I did this, let me move on forward. We don't know what her thought process is. A lot of people just learned who she was, because we're not going to sit here and play like we've been following her whole career.
Mm-hmm.
You just learned today.
Nope.
Right. And to sit here and have all these highly opinionated, I'm disappointed. You are not her parents. You are not her grandmother. You are not her immediate family to put this, I'm disappointed. Who cares? Be disappointed in your kids when they go sneak that cigarette. Don't put your disappointment in somebody else's child where they already embarrassed that they disappointed their parents in front of millions. The most you can do is say a prayer for her grandmother and prayer for her that she heals properly. But when you say that, it's like, oh, you're coddling her. No, I don't know what it is to lose a mom in the same week as I broke a record, and you still want me to move on. She got to process this. You're not giving her time to process anything. So to sit here and be like, oh, the suspension is harsh, who would we say she even wanted to do it? We ain't giving her time to mourn. Then was we making excuses for her. We make excuses for everybody.
Well, on top of that,
it might not have been that.
Okay. On top of that, here's the other complaint I have. I'm having the complaint of the fact
Thank you,
that
Maddie.
thank you, Maddie.
Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Maddie.
Hold
on.
The people who try to want her to get in on bad behavior. I mean, mind you, even though it's she just smoked some weed, and it's like she still broke the rules. But you're trying to get her in because she broke the rules. And it's like, look, if you allow her in, then you got to let everybody else in who didn't pass the drug test.
Where's Mr. Coleman? Because I know he's coming. I know Mr. Coleman is coming.
Yeah, he's coming back again, so stand by.
Mr. Coleman wants to come back. Mr. Coleman got some shit to say. I want to hear what Mr. Coleman got to say.
I like her. I think she's new. I mean, mind you, everyone likes the new shiny toy.
Can I tag in for a minute, white man? Can I tag in? Hold on.
Let him go. Let him go. Actually, I'm the disappearing act.
Wait. No, go ahead, white man. Wait.
I got a point that's developing behind what you're saying. I got to hear it to the end so I can.
Well, here's Mr. Coleman.
Well, Mr. Coleman got to wait because I need Kiki to get this shit off her chest, though.
No, I wanted him to finish because there was a point.
Finish, white man. Yeah. Mr. Coleman, hold on a second.
Go ahead. Whatever it needs.
Okay, caller. What's up? Who is this?
I'm sorry, Kiki.
I was gonna be quiet till he finished. This is Mr. Coleman again. I'm sorry. All that shit was bullshit. I don't give a fuck. All right, so listen. Black community they hate the word accountability. And I'm so glad that she stepped in front of the camera and took accountability for herself, for her actions. I applaud her. But people have to understand, we're saying we're judging. When these asshole men was making comments about her 2 weeks ago, she had a huge support system, a lot of male figures, a lot of females, a lot of males saying these dudes are fucking clowns. We was there. We supported her because she's a public figure. She's an athlete. She's a public figure. So she's going to have fans. And guess what? When you do stupid shit, or you do something dumb, or you do something that puts your career in jeopardy, your fans have a right to be disappointed. That does not mean that we do not support you. That does not mean that we don't want you to bounce back, but we do have a right to be disappointed. Just like if it was my daughter or was one of my friends. Now, let's be honest here. Everybody's using this excuse as saying that she didn't know how to cope and she needed to smoke weed to cope. That's bullshit. Because I'm going to tell you, at the end of the day, you got to be responsible for your actions. This is where accountability comes across. My father died last year. My job, you know how bad I wanted to put a J to my motherfucking lips? But that does random pop-ups. So I had a choice to make. I can cope, and I know it's going to make my mind go at ease, but I probably will lose my livelihood. That's a risk I got to take, right? So I have to put those same type of responsibilities on them. And everybody's going to bat for her, saving her, and all this shit. What happens when these NFL players, these other athletes get popped for shit, and everybody call them a stupid idiot or call them a dummy or you risking the bag and doing all this wild shit when it's a male athlete, but now all of a sudden it's a female athlete, it's our baby girl. She just graduated. She's a young girl. She's about to go to the Olympics. We got a baby her ass. Now she just became guess what? She's over the age of 18. She just became an adult, and she just learned that actions is a cause and effect to your actions. And that's the real part about this. And she, like I said, she was accountable for what she said. She took accountability. Why the fuck can her supporters do the same thing? Why we got to talk about that drugs shouldn't be tested anyway? Drugs ain't a performance enhancer anyway. Her mother she knows all that.
Thank you.
She knows the rules. Coaches tell you the rules every single time. I know somebody that runs track. They ran college track. They tell you the rules every single time before you go for a race. They tell you what you can do and what you can't do. And the Olympics is an international event. Who gives a fuck what's legal in Texas? It's an international event. If you choose to race for the Olympics, you got to follow the rules. If you want to dedicate runs to your mother that passed away, don't do something to counterproduct your dedication to your mother. Man, people got to be accountable, man. Fuck all that shit. She a public figure. When you decide to be a sports person and you decide to run for the Olympics or you decide to be an NFL player or decide to be, you are a public figure, and the same fans that support you have the right to boo you, or they have the right to be disappointed. But the real one's going to stick with you and support you in the long run, even after you make your mistake.
Period.
Man, fuck all that.
Thank
man.
you, Mr. Coleman.
Period, man.
With the exclamation point at the end of that shit. Now hold on now.
Yeah,
Now,
but
we've all been
when the Cowboys, have an 0-16 season.
Hold on. Now I wanted this because Mr. Coleman made a fucking valuable fucking point, and this is what I'm gonna get at. He lost his father.
Yeah,
Recently, he lost his father. And I watched this man still walk around with the integrity that his father taught him and how he handled himself. Now, I don't know his personal pains and struggles he went through. I answer that, but we'll put the caller on hold.
He's coming back.
Hold on.
Call back again.
Now,
call back again.
Caller, give me a minute. Tell caller, give me a minute. Now, I watched this man walk around, and the way he carried himself, he didn't miss a beat. You know what I mean? He carried himself with integrity. Now, me, on the other hand, I went through some losses, and at that one time, I was at the peak of my motherfucking stupid shit, right? And I didn't know how to cope and handle this shit, but I wasn't under the stage that she was. There are people around you. Hold on.
Stand by.
There are people around you that know what's on the fucking what you on the verge of doing. Why don't we ever hold those people accountable? Now she needs to be held accountable. Black people, like Mr. Coleman said, accountability scares the shit out of us. We don't know that word. We don't want to know that word.
We avoid it.
But there are people around her that knew it was on the fucking line. They knew what she was going through. They could have handled the situation differently. Like, nah, Shawty didn't do that way. But hold on, we got a caller. I want to hear what they got to say.
But before I call her, let me make this point real quick. I want to read Benton Johnson, Blackout. He said, we all make mistakes sometimes.
Thank you, Benton.
Mistakes cost us and we live and learn. Go ahead, caller. Who is this? This Maddie again?
Yes,
I knew you was calling back. I knew your ass was calling back. Go ahead.
Is Mr. Coleman mad because she a female or because she smoked the weed? I'm a weed smoker. I got the weed card and I'm gonna smoke the weed because that man asked the question, how do you deal with weed and wine? Okay? Weed and wine. That's how I deal. I'm going to smoke this L. I don't care if I'm a public figure or not. I'm not. So I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Know how to cope with it.
So it's not the same.
I also said to Mr. Coleman, I definitely agree with him on the fact that you shouldn't bash the football players or the athletes that do this because of several things. I'll go with football players because I'm a football. I like football. With the CTE and all that they got going on too, I think it would take away the domestic violence, the anger. They might be able to bust a nut better. They might make some more money because you know what they're going to say? All them flags won't go into play because they relax. Screw it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The thing is, I'm coming from a mother's perspective on somebody 21. Everybody sit there and say, oh, they 18, they grown. At 18, they can't do nothing. They can't do shit. You can't buy a car without a co-signer. You're
not 18, you're 21.
Still asking questions. You ain't got it all together. You need somebody on your loan for school, all that. They still don't got it together. She took accountability. That's fine. As a fan or these new fans that's coming.
Benton Johnson, thank you.
Magic, quote unquote. I'm still not going to sit here, place my opinion
Make your juice.
on the roll of Dutch. It's not my business to close to the plan. I'm not going to sit here and use strong words as disappointment because guess what? I wasn't getting none of that endorsement money. I wasn't being able to hang them gold medals up in my china cabinet because that's not my kin. I'm not disappointed, and I can say, damn, sis, all right, and move it along. Okay. I can't sit here and like, she's screwed up, she's stupid, all this, that, and the other. I'm not doing it. It doesn't have nothing to do with female or male. We have made everything in the Black community about male and female to the point it's clouding judgment. She screwed up. Okay. It don't got nothing to do with her being a male or a female. I have not yet said nothing about none of these, not even the football players or basketball players that do domestic violence. I'm not going to say Ball stupid, he messed up his career. That's not my point. I don't know if the girl smacked him till he got to the point he was ready to yoke her up. That's not my business. You know why? I don't know what went on prior to that situation for me to be so opinionated. As quote unquote fans, y'all too opinionated on situations we ain't there to see. We're going off the word of somebody else. It's actually hearsay and he say, she say.
Everything is. Even the things that you're saying is your opinion, and it's something that's hearsay as well. It's hearsay as well. I'm going to say something to you, Maddie, because guess what? I'm a mother of 2 grown daughters, and I know I done been there and done that. And they have. I'm gonna use the word disappointment because I have been disappointed. I've never been mad at a nigga for shit, but I've been disappointed at my kids for decisions that they make when they fucking know better. 2, I lost my mother 2 years ago, but guess what? The day bury her, the next day I was sitting in this motherfucking chair because business had to be handled. I knew what was on the table. I knew what I signed up for. And yes, I'm a 40-year-old woman and I'm more mature than this person is. However, when you sign up for shit and you
fall, God, I love this shit.
There stands to be consequences. And when you stand out here and the whole world is watching you, as they was watching this girl, regardless of how long they have been fans, because we have been missing the FloJo. They did make comparisons to FloJo, and this is the reason why this thing is growing so many legs. I don't really believe if there are comparisons between male and female, I ain't interested in that. I ain't interested because for real, the Michael Phelps shit could be out the door. Fuck Michael Phelps and his situation because it was too long ago to compare it to now. I am talking about a female who I didn't drop all my money in her basket. I didn't have nothing on her. I didn't nothing on her sponsorship. I have shit on it, but I was invested in it because I saw the fact that she lost her mom. I saw how she ran through the stands and hugged her grandmother. I saw how she was rocking the hair outside of what normally is happening. I saw how she's representing and being herself with these long ass nails. I saw all of that, and I saw all the little girls who, when you turn on Instagram and Facebook, all these young bitches look like that. So I knew for a fact that every young person that was out here kind of saw themselves in her, and to have this happen, I was disappointed. And
Thank you.
But look, Madison, that's a heavy word. If that situation, no.
At the beginning of what you said, at the beginning of what you said about your grown daughters, those are your children. You can be disappointed in her. I can't see me sitting here saying, damn, I'm disappointed at her.
You can't see that. You can't see that. And also, you speaking as a
Batman, you're right.
Drugs. You speaking from a place as a person who uses those drugs, because just like you saying that you hear passion in me, I definitely hear passion in your voice because you feel upset, not even upset, but you feel a way about all of us using the word disappointed. So I can understand the passion that's coming out of you. And I don't do drugs. I don't smoke weed. So I don't know what that's like. However, I do know that when my mother died, I did want to pick up some shit, but I had business to handle.
There you go.
To do.
Take me in.
Wasn't in the car, and for real, it was my people that was beside me was like, yo, you can't drink and go to work. Did I want to? Fuck yeah. Because that was a coping mechanism.
I was saving you for last, my G.
That was
saving you for last, my G.
Let me ask you a real question.
Fucking me up, Kiki, because I was going to go out with you.
Saying, don't pick up the bottle because you're trying to fix the hurt that you going through right now. Did you look at it as like they're helping you and helping you dealing with it every day, or this is what you only knew to turn to? Because if she smoked the weed this time, she smoked the weed prior to this.
And guess what? You got penalized for it. The risks are higher. The risks are higher now, sis. You're trying to qualify for a
Thank you.
The risks are higher. So when the thing that you used to do, you can't do that shit no more, because if you don't, then we are here. God,
I got something for everybody.
You got Kiki.
Same reason. So
boy, Kiki.
Also the song.
Look, I'm looking at Kiki all different now. What up, bro? What's happening?
Maybe I am angry inside. I've been through stuff, so I'm angry. Yes. But it's not just be quiet. Everybody be quiet. That's what it's going to be. But you stop it! I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. He loves me. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this. You go to bed at night, you land, and you take responsibility for yourself. Because nobody's going to take responsibility for you. You roll in your eyes and act like this because you've heard it all before. You've heard it all before. You don't know where the hell I come from. You have no idea what I
did. Who did this? Who did this? Who did that?
I had to ease the tension a little bit.
Look, hold on. Look, Kiki, I wanted to caller, tell caller to give him a minute.
Stand by, caller. Stand by. Hold on.
Kiki.
Yes.
I wanted to end that shit with you. I was going to end.
Hold on, Mo. Hold on, Mo. Okay. Stand by for a second.
I was Kiki because I was saving you. I was saving the best for last. I was definitely saving the best for last because I knew what you went through. And I was the one that was like, nah, we can wait and do this. And Kiki was professional enough to say, nah, I know what I got myself into. I got to handle my business.
Yeah.
Now, granted, Kiki's age is different than her.
Hey,
but hold on. The people, Kiki said it. The people around her.
Please stand by, Triple C. Give me a second.
The people around Kiki were like, no, and they didn't let her go down that rabbit hole. We want to blame, and okay, but what about we are not looking at the people around her that need to be held accountable? To look at this young soul, this young woman, she's only 21, she's a young woman. Somebody around her should say, Shawty, I know what you're feeling, but you can't do this right now. Why don't we ever hold those people accountable? Why do we just negate the fact and always put the blame on everybody else? Accountability. Mr. Coleman is on point. Batman's on point. Accountability, people.
Thank you.
Go ahead, let's call this week.
Hey, go ahead, Triple C. What up, though? Be brief, please. Be brief.
Hey, so I'm just calling in to weigh on the whole situation. At the end of the day, she's 21. Like, you 21, baby girl. You know the difference between right and wrong.
Thank
what's
you.
Good, what's bad, everything like that. People should have been holding her accountable as well.
What the fuck I said?
Needs to be at. It's not where it needs to be at because you need to be thinking smarter. At the end of the day, you're an African American young woman. They're going to look at you different. Look at everything that they do for Simone Biles. Do we not know that Simone, she branded her own self and she's adopted. Let's not forget about that. She's squeaky clean. What's going on with that? Like they still trying to find stuff on her.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time we put one of us out there that looks like us, we gotta come correct. We have to. At the end of the day, it should be a high priority, high demand. You know somebody is out there looking for you to fail every single time.
Correct.
You have a target on your back. That target was put on your
Look
back.
real strong too. Look strong.
Said, oh, it's a girl. Or you came into this world. Don't play like why we gonna pacify her? For what?
No, I agree.
Thank you, caller.
What do we pacify her for? People, not to sound heartless, but people die every day.
Thank you, caller.
Heartless.
Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. They can't hear me.
I
I love you, boo, but thank you, caller. We got to finish. We got to wrap this up.
I didn't do anything extra. 9 months later, my grandmother died. I didn't do anything extra. I didn't do anything to jeopardize my pockets. Are you crazy? Because I still got to live tomorrow.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
No,
I
don't agree. Take home, girl.
I don't agree with that. We're not going to hold her hand. We're not going to pacify her.
Yeah.
We need to be just as hard, just as strict as anybody else.
Yeah.
And so what another athlete did? So what? We talking about Miss Richardson right at this moment.
Yeah.
We talking about her right now.
Thank you, Triple C.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you. Go somewhere, but don't go nowhere.
We got your point. We got it.
We gotta go.
We gotta go. Last minute, Kiki. I don't know. I'm sorry. It got a little emotional here today. You always my boo, but at the end of the day,
we got 5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes. Okay, so check this out. Right, here's my thing. I've watched people, and we all have lost. We've all had losses.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But and everybody's dodging this motherfucking point. She's got uncles, she's got aunts, she got people around her. We need to start, and that's as well as Bill Cosby had people around him. Mm-hmm. R. Kelly had people around him. When we talk about all these different fucking black stars and these black people, they got people around them. But the problem is, they want to condone the fuckery instead of condoning what's the right thing to do. Like, pause, nigga, wow, what are you doing? No, they don't want to fuck up that money train or that train. Nah, nigga, no, you need to fuck it up.
Yep. You know what though? I want to give I want to support a statement that Maddie said that did make sense because I put myself in the shoes of with my children, right? When she was saying that the fame and stuff comes fast and you don't really know how to cope with that. That is true. I probably can see where that can happen, but I don't find the excuse that I don't find for what she did to be an excuse for that. I find that when you train for something like this, and right now in the age of social media, that's all they're looking for anyway is fans and follows and likes. And she got them on the highest platform that she can get them on. And you dropped the ball, sis. You dropped the ball. I don't think that we put her on our pedestal, on our shoulders, and called her the savior, so to speak. It may feel like that, but we didn't do that. We just it was for the first time in a long time, the Olympics had a black team. And we was looking for them to go. We was looking, especially coming off a pandemic. Maddie, in my opinion, she dropped the ball, son. And her team failed her. She failed her. Her team failed her, bro. I feel like that. Like, I'm not an excuse person. You know what I'm saying? I know there are reasons to do a lot of things, but when you make choices and you understand the consequences, when the consequences come, just stand up. Take the charge, bruh, and do better. Like she said on her interview, which I agree with her too. She's young. At the end of the day, she still got it, and she on their ass. I know she on their ass, and I'm looking forward to succeed being on their ass. But she dropped the ball.
Kiki, I don't give a fuck if she's young or not. If she's young or not, the people around her are still accountable. And two, you can't say what's going to happen in 4 years from now. She doesn't know what life is going to bring her from 4 years from now. To say that she has a chance to do this again. Her chance was now. You in reality, you only usually have one chance to make it happen. And when you drop the ball on that, there's no guarantee that chance is going to come back and get you again.
Yep. We were rooting for you. I'm
gonna be honest. I wasn't watching her fucking career. I don't know who the fuck. I didn't. But I saw that this is a black woman that looked like FloJo, somebody from our time, Kiki, that we remember, we can relate to. Yes. She looked like FloJo. You know what I mean? She was fucking lightning fucking fast. I don't like how she came out the hole, but that's a whole nother story. You know what I mean? Her top end speed, her horsepower was ridiculous.
When that happened, I like when anyway.
You know what I mean? Ridiculous. But at the end of the day, this is, you know what?
Can I interject something really quick? The reason why they don't let people do drugs, period, whether it's performance enhancing or not, is because it does something to the body. Now, they kept saying that FloJo was but over time, even drugs that you take prescribed do something to you, and they just don't want you to run the risk of that. That on top of you being strenuous, that on top of you performing and training is hard. It is a safety feature for the person too. Not as well as giving them an advantage. It's a safety feature.
Yo.
Drugs don't got no place in the what is it? The IC? What is it?
IOC.
The IOC. They don't got no place there.
Yo, this is real talk, uncensored. You know what I mean? Kiki.
Yeah. Tone.
This was the show. That's all I can say for y'all, man. But this is conversations that we still need to have. And the word that we need to really address and start addressing is, like Mr. Coleman said, everybody else, is accountability. We need to stop being scared of that word and hold each other accountable for our fucking actions. That's my last thought. That's like my last comment.
I'm Kiki.
I'm Tone. We
out of here. See y'all next week in the studio. Bow. Have a good day.
Bow. See y'all then.
I kind of like that.